do we get anybody, including ourselves, to focus? This is one of the defining challenges of our time. Hello everyone, I'm Craig Ross, CEO of Verus Global. I'm going to share with you a story of how one person, Maria, applied a tool we call the 3 mind factors. And in her example are the nuggets, the wisdom that are essential for any individual, any team member, any team that aspires to do big things. First, the 3 mind factors. These 3 mind factors fit on the back of your business card. It's important to us at Verus Global that what you need to do, what you can do, is so practical and is so replicable and is so scalable that you can do big things faster. Based upon the research that's out there, people like Daniel Kahneman, Daniel Goleman, and others, we know that when it comes to focus, there are 3 factors we must both understand and utilize to our advantage. Number 1, the mind can only focus on one thought at a time. Go ahead, try it. See if you can focus on 2 thoughts at a time. Can't be done. Now, there's some of us, including those of that are the gender women, women can actually move between their points of focus faster than men. But don't get too carried away, because there's also a great body of research out there that says multitasking, this idea of trying to do more than one thing at once, is actually destructive, harmful, and not productive at all. Number 1, the first mind factor, the mind can only focus on one thought at a time. Number 2, don't listen to the rest of this audio. You can't not do it. The mind cannot avoid a don't. Playing a little trick on you there. We know that the way this brain works is part of it is oriented to constantly scan its surroundings for threats. And it perceives any threat, and the more it sees and understands a threat, it focuses even more on it to better understand it. The mind cannot avoid a don't. How often do we, as leaders, as team members, as family members, identify what we don't want to have happen and articulate that to our teams without identifying what's important and why? The third mind factor really brings it all together. The mind goes in the direction of its focus. In other words, as Daniel Kahneman says, what you see is all there is. When I focus on something and I focus on it again, I begin to create beliefs. This is the genesis of what you and I and everybody else believe. Because these 3 mind factors are always turned on, mastering them, becoming more skilled at them, is essential for any team that wants to do big things. Maria's team did this. Maria's team was able to get to market faster, more effectively, in a way that ultimately resulted in her team being a part of their organization, growing market share for 5 quarters in a row and counting. There's a story behind this, though, that is equally, if not more impressive. As Maria mastered these 3 mind factors, focus on one thought at a time, can't avoid a don't, and the mind goes in the direction of its focus, she held up in front of her team, those that she cares about most, she held up her divorce papers and she ripped them up. What was Maria doing? Before she was equipped with the 3 mind factors, she was going home focused on what she didn't like or love about her husband. Night after night after night was telling him what not to do, what she didn't want to see happen with the family. And of course, as you would likely predict, that's no recipe for a sound, caring, and loving relationship. What we focus on matters, because what we focus on becomes our reality. The 3 mind factors equips and enables your team to focus on what matters most and enables us to do big things.